Welcome back to Vice Grip Garage and part 6 of the Hemi half build right here, which is where I'm taking a Gen 3 Hemi and stick it into my 1982 Chevrolet Custom Deluxe. Look, I have officially ran out of time. I need to have this truck at Holley Mo Party, but I only have a few hours today. I leave for a week filming a revival that's coming soon. When I come back, this has to go directly on a trailer and right to the Holley booth at Mo Party, and well, it's clearly not running nor even remotely close to ready. So we're gonna have to do some crunching today and get as much done as we possibly can. Never see that again. Now obviously I'm not gonna have time to finish the interior and everything like that. My goal here is, can a guy get this truck in a position where we can try to start it at Mo Party? I think that would be pretty cool. You guys can come down, check it out, watch if you want. But I gotta finish all the digicals, that means, with the exception of probably like the fans. Still don't have an alternator bracket, but none of that we really need right now. It just needs to fire, run for a minute. Hey, we're in good shape. So I'm gonna start with the TP of the S's and the IACs and all the stuff on the throttle bodies. Work through a couple more things on the transmission harness. I think I need to get some power there. I found some schematicals. I need to get my fuel pressure sensor hooked up over here. And then I think we're there as far as the vittles for the computer beep boop boxes. I don't know though, if I'm being honest. Can get this throttle position sensor in first. It tells the computer the position of the throttle, apparently. It didn't come with any screws, of course, so I'm just cross-threading some sheetrock screws or whatever these in there. That ought to work. Cross threads better than no thread. Oh boy, this is never coming out, is it? Okay. TPS. Oh, that doesn't feel right. Oh, maybe it is. It's TPSing. Next, we got the I-axis. I don't know, I think that goes in there or something. Well, I've been fighting the O-ring that goes into the I-axis. It's too big and it's squishing out and I don't want to cut it. So I did the right thing and threw that in the freezer. So I guess we'll, come back to this part. Let's go ahead and knock this out, the fuel pressure gauge there. Well, the fuel pressure sensor now all of a sudden reaches over here. It used to end over there. I definitely did not splice into that and lengthen it. Holley doesn't recommend that, and I think it might even void the warranty. I found some slack in it. That's what I did, and then there. Okay, that's neat. What do we do next? There is a long list. Oof da may. IEC's going in. The old freezer trick worked once again. It shrinks them up a little bit, and then I just threw some of that Earl's lube on her and slid her right on in there. Yeah, yep, yeah. Oh yeah, that's never coming out. I like to strip hardware for the next guy. It's just fun. Well, does this even plug into this now? Or is it the wrong thing? Oh, okay. I was panicking for no reason. Well, guys stared the list down for a while, and the next easiest thing to do, because I'm lazy, is headlights. This one's knocked out, and that one doesn't headlight anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these out quick. Apparently, sometime in the early 80s, they switched to these, I don't know what kind of alien spacecraft star thing this is. That was a great idea. Nope, not even close. I'm going to be putting in the Holley Retro Bright. They're not the most affordable headlight. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But listen, I put them in a few different rigs, and man, are they worth it. It's one of the best upgrades you can do. You can see for like 93 million miles. Well, minus 92,999,000 300, you know. But I mean, boy, does it make a difference. Wrist is burning already. I keep kneeling on this glass. That seems fine. Anywho's, this little doodabber right there is stripped out. So the thingy isn't doing the stuff in here to hold the bulb. This one's just missing. We'll ignore that for now. Just pretend it's not there. I'm gonna take a small zip tie, lay it in here, and then try to feed this through. That'll hopefully take up the gap. And once it starts screwing in, it'll create some heat and bind. Well, in theory. Well, that is actually working. Taunting this up a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. Sounds like a Mopar starter, but we're getting there. Oh, brand new. That looks great. Now I just have to do the same, you know, on the other side. I guess it's time to put some Earl in this bad boy and see how many places that leaks out the bottom. You know what I mean? Okay. This says 5W20. Never heard of it. What is that? I'm not even sure. I was able to find some 5W30. Yeah, that's closer to 1030. You know, what a guy is used to. Throw this in here. I think this takes 7 quarts. I don't know. We'll just put 12 or something. Did I put the drain plug in? Do you guys remember? Probably not. Let's get the rig up in the air. I think it's time we go on ahead and see if this drive shaft I just got in fits. That's a big, you know, boy, I hope. It took a while to custom make this thing. I got an O2 sensor in I could pop in, and then I got to start on these transmission cooling lines because I can't be crankalizing on this thing with that pump and trans oil. It's just going to blow it out the side of the case. So I probably got to figure out the radiator, and it's just, there's stuff to do. Fingers crossed, fellers. Truth be told, this is one of the biggest expenses of this whole project, right here. And it's not fitting. Definitely not. It's not even going in close to going into the transmission. That seems fine. You know, because you can turn these back in. No, what is the deal? We got a special spline or something? Help me understand this one. I don't think so. Should just do the thing, right? Let me try again. Let's not panic yet, okay? Stop panicking! Oh, my ears are getting hot. That might be me panicking. Okay. Drive shaft, turning, trying to seat, turning. Nothing grabbing. Seems way loose. Oh, there we go. Oh, please. Okay. What about length? Oh, I think we're good, guys. Credence, Clearwater, a guy's blood pressure was just, whoo! You know what I mean? It was up there. We got clearance on the, oh, Chad nailed the exhaust. I mean, she's tight. We ain't gonna jump it, but we got clearances. I need to get a mallet. I'm gonna use my helper here. Hold this up while I go get some tools. Whew. Crisis averted. Guys, snagalizing this O2 sensor in here for the beep boop Raider machine. There was an adapter somewhere in this kit that I lost. But I was at Holley LS Fest, first time ever. When was that? Yesterday. I don't know, okay? That's what I'm telling you. I was there sometime. I was able to pick one of these up, and it's got the right clip, I think. Maybe? Hopefully? No? Is this wrong too? Can't be. Oh, helps if you just kind of push, you know, your connection together. Okay, that's done. Crank signal's hooked up. We're not doing the knock. Transmission dipstick's in. This is all locked up. VSS is in. Drive shaft's done. That's locked down as well. Nothing's dripping yet. Shift linkage is in here. We don't have TV cable yet. Not going to worry about that right now because, well, frankly, I don't know how to do it. With the cable setup that I got, we'll figure it out sometime. Nope. Let's lower this back down again. Keep the wheels of turning. Just joking. I forgot we were down there to do transmission cooler lines. I got a few fittings. I don't know what the MPTs or the MPSs or the whatevers. I got a bunch of different flavors. So let's get those plugged in, see what they are. Then we got to start planning some cooler lines to get that up front to put the cooler into it. Yep. Yeah. Let's do that. Well, we're back at stage 9 building a rig. I had to undo all the shifter linkages. I think I got to adjust that a little bit more anyway. I don't have second or first right now. And let's see, this should be that way, I believe. Anyway, here's the challenge. They put the trans cooler line right there. And the other one is back here. Well, I mean, it's in the way of everything. All of the linkages and the TV turny thing here and the shifter and the digitals. So I got to figure out how to get these fittings in and do a really tight turn. And I think my goal is go through this window because it'll be protected. That's where I put the battery. See? And then can a guy swoop up through here, get it up, you know, into that in front of the radiator, or we swoop and then bring right here. See, we got options, but the challenge is going to be why did you do that, Mopar? Our hair is jet black. So I'm using this same old sealant stuff. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous about this actually sealing. This is a pipe thread fitting, I guess. There's two different kinds, but it was just National Pipe Thread. And it's tapered, but I'm just worried that the taper isn't going to be enough. It's not like this is under a ton of pressure, but at the same time, you know, it'd be nice to have something that doesn't leak. Looks like I'm at the disco, doesn't it? Yeah. Cheap hobo freight light. Got the wrong Hertzes. Gonna get these in here quick, let them dry for just a second, and I think what I'm gonna do is use the vapor guard fittings and just some fuel line for the transmission cooler. I have some AN fittings in line, but man, it would be nice to return some of this stuff. And can a guy get some money coming back? You know what I mean? There's enough going out, for Pete's sake, is what I'm saying. Ears are hot again. Okay. Should not use a socket on these fittings. So I'm going to use a socket on these fittings. Let's see if I can over torque them. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of cross threading. Sure. Okay. This is going to be the most difficult one. I know you can't see what's going on right now, but it's right behind the shifter plate doodobby cable thingy with the cotter pins and stuff. And I'm going to have to come out of here and make a really sharp 90. And then try to get it up between the linkage and the exhaustuses to shoot down over here. Oh yeah, can't forget I need a starter nut, 7/16 by 20. Write that down for me. I don't know, how far do I go till I feel like it's gonna strip? Right there maybe? Sure, I don't know. Can a guy even, I can't even get a ratchet on this one. Uh-oh. Can I get a short barrel on it? Maybe. There we go, got it fitting in there and go back down there. Looking good. Well, guys, gonna switch gears and work on the shifter. See what I did? Yeah, that was pretty terrible. But listen, someone's got to bring the dad jokes around here. You know what I mean? Anywho's, we had to park the reverse, the neutrals, and the drives. Pretty much all the 4L60 will give you. You know what I'm saying? But the shifter is made for 75 different transmissions, and parking a GM transmission has a longer throw. So what I'm thinking here is if a guy adjusts her the other direction, drop her in low, make sure that that fits into the thing, then maybe a guy could still get all the gears out of this, including park. Maybe. Donnie and I kind of just threw that in pretty quick. Installation's slick, but I want to see if I can get some more gears out of this thing because of burnouts, you know, definitely burnouts. Well, the guy's got the shifter adjusted best I can. The gate in the actual shifter doesn't allow first gear. Probably could modify that with the Dremel or something, but you know what I mean? We got second, third, drive, neutral, reverses, and park. Anywho, I took this piece of line here. This is like 8 million pressure overkill. Just trying to use it up, you know what I mean? Don't want a little bit of a roll laying around. Cut her in half, half and half. So what I'm gonna do is use these vapor guard fittings. Same thing we used on the fuel. And I only got 2 vapor guard clampuses, but then I got some high pressure fuel clamps for the other end. I'm gonna slip these on, and then we can route them up into the transmission, or I think they're gonna stay out of the way anyway. Get that clamped in there with some zip ties or, I don't know, something. You know what I mean? Then we'll torque down these fittings, strapalize it up to the front, and then we can kind of guesstimate where we're gonna have that transmission cooler. Or I just pull the grill out, I guess. Haven't decided. And then when we get that rad in here, which I'm gonna have to do pretty soon, then we could just, I'm gonna use the old zip tie through the brand new rad trick. Whew. Yeah, that's good. Where is the tool? Oh, there it is. Guy figured I'd use my best clamps on the transmission side. So if these ever do leak, then the leak will be up here, and there should be no possible way it leaks on the trans side. You know, I'm lazy, is what I'm saying, guys. Can we not crawl around under the truck looking for a transmission line leak? Okay, those are in. Pull some slack. These will go up there somewhere. Get in there, you little devil. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Sure. Good enough for the girls we date. Go see if I can get these hooked up. Well, this is not ideal, but I think it's gonna work. I could be wrong, but I think in the pickups, this line actually goes up over the transmission out this side. So there never really was any plan to have stuff shooting this way. All that linkage is just really in the way right here. So I got a loop coming up here because I gotta have something for the TV eventually, and I think there's a bracketry. I don't know. It goes in here somewhere. This one loops up high like that to keep the kink out of it, and I'll have to strap it in something like this. And I've test fit this up in here. See, this is the issue. Look how tight that is. Can't really go any other direction. I got all this put back together, I guess. I think I got her buttoned up. Got a strap on here, up in there through the ear of the trans, cotter keys in, everything is good and out of the way, functioning. I didn't use the 700-pound zip tie for the weight capacitance. I used it because it's wider, and I didn't want to dig it into the line here, and I left them loose. So I got some flexibility, you know what I mean? So I think this is, we're looking good underneath the truck. I mean, pretty sharp rig. Brake lines, all new brake hardware, tires, wheels, shocks, drive shaft, U-joints, new exhaust, fuel tank, fuel pump, fuel filter, fuel lines, transmission, shifter. Looking pretty good. I think we could finally bring it down. Guys, been pondering about the rad cooler. I'd really like it to be separate if possible. I might have come up with a plan here, just not quite sure if it's going to work out. I'd like to use these nut certs. I drilled some 3/8 holes here, and if I can run them through, put the cooler on the inside and run the screws in backwards, because I can't get the nut cert thing in without taking the grill out. In this particular year, the screw is all along the bottom and it's a nightmare to get out. It's not like the old ones where the screws are in the front. So I'm going to try to get the tool in here, pinch them in right here this way, and then run the bolt in backwards, and hopefully I can get 2 bolts in nice and tight, and then that'll float in front of the rad up here, and I won't have to run zip ties through my new rad. That'd be neat. Great. Okay, one down. Here we go. Now I believe that rad is going to sit up here. So if I were to bolt that in, what I'm wondering, if the guy went back here, I guess I can't. Boy, that might be tight on those fittings. No, I got 90s. We're golden. Just gotta find some washers for these now. Be something like that. Nice. German shepherds and rotten eggs. Oh yeah. See? Oh man, that's gonna be pretty decent. Might I add it in there? 90 there, 90 there. Might need a strapulator. Go from here to here. I got just the thing, don't I? Throwing these fittings on for the trans cooler here. Again, we're going with the vapor guards. Boy, I really don't want to go into these lines. There we go. Maybe? No. Come back. Come back again. There we go. Oh, I got glue all over it now. Well, I just... Are you lightheaded? Yes, I am. That's a remake of Am I Evil by Metallica. Well, actually, it's a cover, but... Whoops. Didn't put the old clampulator on first. Or did I? Did I do that? Well, I think I did. No. Laying some glass down here. Oh, I did. Nope. Yep. Yeah. Torqued. All right. Transmission line in and out. No kinks. We got aluminum 90s on both sides. I think it's going to flow rather well. I don't think that's the right size either. I'll be damned. Transmission cooler is in and secure, and then I ran a couple of those big straps. No one's going to see them, but I'll know they're there. And then they got these lines nice and secure. Basically, the only part that floats is from here to here, which isn't much. So I think those are going to be just fine. Got to address this PS at some point here, but I'm going to keep ignoring that for now, I think. Got the shroud laid up on the aluminum radiator here, and the fan sitting on here with the adapter-uni housings, and it's still got the protective coat stuff on it. So what I'm going to do here is just spritz right through here, and that'll give me a mark of right where to drill. I can make these holes quick and get this thing mounted up. So here's all the holes punched through. Just use the old step bit, you know, because I'm lazy, whatnot. Bam! Now I just got to find some hardwares, bolt them things up. Fans are all bolted in there. Guy went ahead and used some red, never come off juice. Now they call for putting in some rivets or some self-tappers. So of course, you know, self-tappers it is. Gonna do 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Gonna do the top first, hold this down. Don't have to kind of push the bottom in and get my bottom ones in here real quick. Radiator going in. Now I don't have the rubber grommets on the bottom yet, but we're just kind of test fitting. You know, can a guy start arranging stuff? Is what I'm saying. I think he probably can. There. Boom. Well, for today, unfortunately, it's time for me to shower and not shave and hit the road to the airport. I got to catch a ride to do this revival, and this is it's a good one. It's one for the books. I think I just changed my flight to a red eye. Hopefully I'll get a couple hours sleep on the way home, change clothes, come right back in the shop, hopefully get 3 or 4 more hours on this truck before we put it on the trailer. Let's go ahead and get to this list here, see what we got done today. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh. Yep. Nope, 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 nope. Oh. Transcooler and lines done. Headlights done. Drive shaft is done. Brake lights, that's done. Cooling fans, those are done. O2 sensor, that's done. Crossed off fuel sensor on the other side. We're down to basically just the interior stuff, floor covering, seat, getting the gauge cluster in, dash pad, things of that nature. I gotta put some transmission oil in it. Alternator bracket, charge and whirler belt. That's gonna be a bat tail. Wire in the fans, that'll be easy. Figuring out some radiator hoses. What are you doing? Of course, that's going to be completely custom there. The rest of it's just little stuff. Wiper arms, no big deal. Rear bumper, take it off, buff the paint. Sure, do that in my sleep. We're really, really close here, fellers. That's what I'm saying. If I could put a couple more hours in this, that'll be great. Gonna hit the road. We'll see you very soon. The Hemi half has officially landed at the Holley booth at Holley Mo Party. It's 7-11, Niner Billy on early o'clock. Folks are starting to fill in. Same exact scene as LS Fest. In fact, the booth didn't even move, but this is all Mopars this time. It's gonna be pretty cool. Huge thank you to Jared from Retro Every Day. He and his buddy actually hauled the Hemi half here for me. I had actually left the shop and went and did a revival out of state for a few days and just didn't have the time. So they dropped their cars off, went to my place, picked it up, came back here, and got it here and set up for me Friday. Today's actually Sunday, and I'm actually gonna try to get this running today. I only needed a few more hours. I just didn't have the time. I had to get on a plane and get out and get a revival done for you guys. That's coming soon. So we're gonna see if we can get this fired up right here in the Holley booth, and I guess if a guy needs a little bit of help with the digitals or whatnot, we got the professionals right here behind me. Now you guys know where this is sitting right now. We test fitted the rad, we've got the drive shaft in, brakes are done. I mean, we're getting really close. The list is coming down, you know what I mean? It's not a goal to drive it today, it's just, can we hear it run? Can it fire up? So we don't really even need to put the charger whirler on and the belt and the rad hoses, which we're gonna have to figure out. This can just sit off to the side for now. Really, I just need to get transmission oil in. I got a 7/16 20 nut that needs to go on the starter housing. I've got to tighten up. All this is just mocked in, you know. Tighten up all the digitals. And now we could turn the key and go through the wizard and see if we can get this thing to light off. I think that would be pretty cool, especially doing it here at the Holley Mo party. Get this knocked out really quick. It's easy to forget these little things if a guy's not, you know, careful. This little filler neck apparently needs this little adapter-rooney thing. Got to throw that in the glove boxes or something. But now I can hook a funnel into that to get the juices down into the shift machine. We don't necessarily need it to shift yet. Remember, we don't have a TV cable. I still got to figure out how we're going to make this pull and do that stuff correctly. But we obviously need juice in there so we don't tear up the front pump or anything like that. So I got a case of that down here. We'll start adding that in, get her filled up. Okay guys, we're going through final checks and was just getting ready to start the wizard here. And normally when you start or finish the wizard, you can hear the fuel pump whine. And we ended up checking the fuse and the relay and everything like that. Lo and behold it, you know, it's just one of those things that sometimes happens. The new fuel pump appears to be bad. So I've got Mike from Old Car Channel and Bryce Cole. They're gonna help. We got this really awesome jack down here and a couple tools. Holley guys hooking me up with the new pump. So now we got to drop this tank, which now has 10 gallons of fuel in it. That seems fine. It's supposed to be 90 today with no breeze. Better on concrete. It's gonna be a good tank. Yeah, that's right. Dylan's here as well. Yeah, cool. So I think between the 17 of us, we should be able to get this out in like 6 hours. So let's dig in. Well, we got all 8 bolts out. All of the wires are too short. We're gonna try to tip this side down, and I guess whatever's connected is gonna get ripped off. Okay, go ahead, see what happens.
Want me to come down too?
Yeah, if you can, a little. I can see the pump here. We got a little bit of room.
I'm almost all the way down.
Oh man, I think we are gonna have to take the vent off. Or rotate it.
Yeah, that brown wire is pulling, eh?
Brown wire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hemi whispering to you.
Tank is out. So I tested 12 volt on this side of the connector, and then I tested it again on this side of the connector just to make sure I didn't screw up this fitting somehow, but this is soldered and crimped. So she is bad. Thankfully I labeled everything, but now we got to take all this apart and swap in this pump over here. So here's where we are. We got the pump out, and in the truck the pump wouldn't work using the power on the ground there. Out of the truck directly to the jump box, it would come to life. With the tank out of the way, I got under with the meter and we rocked the key back and forth several times, and the ground is inconsistent. It jumps all over between 10 and 12 volts. It's grounded directly to the battery over there, but it also ties into this harness over here to this ground wire, which wasn't hooked up. So now I'm going to bring this over here, body grounded, which ties into this harness, which goes to that body ground, which also goes to the battery. So I'm hoping that with the more consistent, stronger ground, that pump will run better, and we can crawl under the truck and just run it under the truck before we put it in the tank, right? Hopefully, that's the goal. I don't know, I'm just talking. We threw an inline mechanical pump, plus we have the digital one on the handheld. We're setting the fuel pressure right now to match the tune on the wizard. And what's really nice in here is you can come in to the fuel setup and actually set the fuel pump prime. And right now I got it at 369 seconds. I can put this back down to 5. And then that way it runs long enough where we can set the fuel pressure. All right, fuel pressure set. Just want to show you guys how easy this wizard is. We'll go through here quick.
You are?
So we're gonna go Wizard,
The blue bubbles, man. They're
multi-port injection,
hear me.
Gen 3 Hemi,
Ever since I've known Mike, he's always had phones.
8 cylinders, firing order, cubic inches,
Text me, I can't hear you.
I like my phone. Yeah, very well. My Samsung.
target idle speed, I don't know. What do we want? Let's go 700. Okay,
Man, the speaker sometimes doesn't work. He's like,
cam,
send it back, man. Yeah, every now and then.
non-VVT,
Weird, like,
43 pressures, injectors are OEM. They're the Mopar 5037479AA. It's printed on the injector itself. No power adders yet. It's a Chrysler map sensor. Drive-by-wire is no. Transmission control, yes. Now here it doesn't list the 46RE, but don't panic, okay? We're just gonna select the 4 neutral transmission by GM here, the 4L60, and then we can plug the computer in and fix that later.
I shut one of them.
Tire diameter, okay. Rear end ratio,
This one? This is a 13.
okay. That's it, boom. It's gonna make the file.
And then I got a 13 Pro after that.
Cycle the ignition,
I had a
finish. Should be able to turn the key now,
5, 6,
fire this thing up.
and then I went to
All right, here we go. It's going. A little ticky, but it runs. All right. Threw a couple gauges up here. Just want to make sure we're building oil pressure. All right, clear. Yeah, there's oil pressure. Okay, again. I'm showing low fuel pressure on the handheld. So it sounded like it was running out of fuel there. We were trying to use this gauge here. We just don't know the accuracy of that little filler. So I think we're going to trust the digital one, which is new in the handheld, because that's what it's using to build the fuel maps and the wizards and the science. And then, because it was only showing 22, we need about 43 and a half. And then we're going to try to crank it again, and I think we're there. We put just a turn into the, you know, the thing here that does the stuff. So that should help.
Magic.
Here we go again.
It's idling there for a
Better-ish.
Crank it again. Give it a little bit of air just in case.
There we go. It's alive. Beautiful Survivor. We got a lot of the same vendors out here. Really cool event. Duster out there just getting it. Man, there are some beautiful rides out here. Corpus Crispy. You could eat off that charging whirler. Beautiful. So we're on the hunt right now. We just got this card given to us by Holley.
Yep, Holley was nice enough to give us this card. So basically we get to walk around and pick out our favorite car or Derek's favorite car, and whoever we choose, we'll get $250 towards any Holley products.
Yeah, and they got a lot of brands now. So we're gonna go cruise around. We got people doing autocross. They're back in the vendor area. There's a car show area over here. There's folks up over in here, and try to pick out a car. It's gonna be pretty hard to do. Look at this pickup truck. Huh. Just watching this Duster run around here. What year is this guy?
72.
72. What's your name, man?
Caleb.
Caleb, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Nice rig. You just got some seats in it? And
Yeah.
4-speed or 5?
5-speed.
Nice. What's under the hood?
360.
Woo.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. I love the patina on this thing. Are you gonna keep it like this? Yeah.
I got the driver's door too, but it sort of rolled backwards, and I bent the door backwards on a dirt
Yeah.
bank, so.
Oh shoot. Well, I tell you what, right now, we were sent on a mission to go pick our favorite car on this whole property.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick yours. I'm gonna give you this certificate, and you get $250 towards any of the Holley's brands that you want. You just
Nice.
punch that code in and it's yours.
That's awesome.
Cool car, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Checking out the swap meet here. You got Hot Wheels, seats, intakes, dash clusters, Radios up the wazoo. Ooh, I need that Radiator
I
actually.
was just looking at it.
That's an HD AC unit. I don't know. Is the barbecue grill for sale?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Just thought I'd ask. You never know. And we got a BF Goodrich down here. Huh. I think we missed the prime of the swap meet. You got a little red express. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if it's for sale though. It must be. Ooh, the fender's in pretty good shape. The elusive max wedge intake right there. 1,500 bucks though. So this is definitely my size dart right here if you're curious. Goodness gracious. We got ourselves a car on it. Some pick 'em up trucks.
Oh, that's a cool truck. I like that one.
Dick McGregor used to have one of those with Christmas trees painted on the side. True story. Beautiful vert. But don't forget about the Ford Escape. One of them Cobras. Some venomous snake. Looks nice. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and put this golf cart on the dyno and see what this thing turns. Goodness gracious. Whew. Yep. Love the paint.
They have like pictures of it.
Oh, and they got the ramp truck and everything. This guy's caboose is loose. Really nice looking road runner.
Totally loose.
Wow. You Mopar guys build these beautiful cars, I'll tell you that. Southland Flyer Assists. Whoa, check out this paint actually, hold on. That is really cool. Are you looking at it? Beautiful. I can't believe it, but I guess I got to. I'm sure liking the purse snatcher. The paint is beautiful. It's got pearl in it. I don't know if you can see that right there. One of the better parts of going to the car show or races is the food. We're gonna snag some up. They're having a committee meeting over here about what to get. Drag races are going strong out there. You can hear them running. Everyone's kind of fixing to close down here pretty soon. We're still gonna cruise around, see what we can find, and we gotta get the Hemi half back on the trailer and get her back to the shop here pretty soon. What'd you find?
Ice cream.
Is that like a blizzard? Do the test.
It's blurry.
Found some racing fuel. Went ahead and snagged that up for a good price. Gonna cruise around a little bit, enjoy the cone. Boy, it's a beautiful day out. Got the Hemi half loaded up on the trailer here. Looking pretty good. That's gonna do it for Holley Mo Party in this episode, but stay tuned. There's still a lot left to come on the Hemi half. We got to get the thing running and on the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it very much. We'll see you very soon.